you guys are used to touching some emotions from time to time, but this one digs deep, and I'm not even just saying that because you're talking about roots. Yeah, so tell me about where it kind of came from.
Well, actually, it's one of our good friends was a writer on the song, and he played it for us one day, and it just hit us so hard, and every line just spoke to us, and it was one of those songs where we felt like it's all about our lives. Me and Scott grew up farmers and loggers, growing up on the farm, and every single line in that song just kind of spoke to us, and it was like, wow, this is about our whole life. Now we're out in Nashville, and we're out here traveling the country, riding in a tour bus, and we used to drive tractors for a living. So it's just all about your roots, where you came from, the people you grew up with, and all those things that make you who you are. And it's kind of a reflection on life and where you're at now. And I think there's a lot of people that left that and are in their normal day lives now, and it's just different, but you can never outrun where you came from.
Yep, absolutely. And so important to always remember where you came from.
Yeah.
We're talking with Parmalee today, and we got everybody in studio. It's fun. Matt, Scott, Barry, and Josh are here. You guys have like such a rock and roll story because you really got started on stage when you snuck into a club. Is this a true story? And your dad's band was playing, and such a rock and roll story. The guitarist, too drunk to perform, so Papa called one of you on stage, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll give that guy credit. He was one of my biggest guitar influences. But
the drunk guy?
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was such a great guitar player, and unfortunately, that happens a lot when you're you get a lot of great guitar players who just can't handle that.
We've seen Walk the Line.
Yeah, and he just didn't make it. They had a pre-show party, one night, and he didn't make it to the show. And my dad knew I'd been out there at every practice every night, and he's like, all right, I know you know all the songs. Come jump on stage with me.
Wow.
And so we did. I did it. I think I was 15 or 16 or something.
Yeah, because you weren't really supposed to be there. But hey, you
No,
did it.
no.
By the way, I just got to ask you, what are in the cups right now? Just coffee and orange juice, right? Coffee, water, orange juice. Just want to make sure everybody's good. Okay,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys had, another amazing thing happen that I'm sure changed your perspective. The incident on the tour bus many years ago. I know it's probably not the easiest thing to talk about, but it's out there, and I guess if you want to let our listeners in on what took place and how kind of it was a game changer for you guys.
Well, yeah, we were. I think we played on a Monday night, a little small club, and we were packing up the gear, and we had an RV at that time, an old RV, and get a knock at the door, and I opened the door thinking it's Josh and Barry ready to pack up all the gear, and it's a couple guys in bandanas with guns in my head, and
wow.
They wanted cash, and just basically just a robbery right there, trying to rob us. We didn't have anything, they were just demanding cash. And Scott's a concealed carrier, so he's in the back of the RV, and he comes out to protect me, and there's a gunfight in the RV. He was shot 3 times. He took care of both the assailants. One of them's in prison right now. The other one he's not here. So yeah, man, he had 40 days in the hospital, 10 days in a coma, 5% chance of living, all that. This crazy after playing a club one night. You never expect that kind of thing to happen.
5% chance. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt, as a brother hearing 5%, what's going through you and your family's mind right there? Obviously, Scott, we'll get your response, but I mean, you're thinking, wow, that's not good.
No, it was terrible. I mean, who wants to go through that? I mean, it was tough. But he pulled through. We didn't think for a minute that he wasn't going to make it.
So the percentage meant nothing to you. You knew him better than that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought I was fine.
We're never good at math. So.
Yeah, sometimes that helps.
Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah. So Scott, coming back from that, I mean, obviously protecting your brother and your band. Coming back from that, you wake up, and how's the road to recovery been? Obviously, you're doing great now, but it had to be rough.
It was, but everybody was here to support me, and all we thought about was getting me better.
Yeah.
So that was our only goal, and it worked.
Yep,
Because
absolutely.
we got out of the hospital as fast as we could, and I went straight to rehab and started getting better.
And perspective, I'm sure, changed. And how did your relationship as brothers change? I mean, Matt, he came out and protected you. I mean, in a moment. I mean, brothers do that for each other, but to go through that had to just bring you guys so close, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was fast, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you guys have pressed on some great hits on the radio, and we're going to hear Roots in just a little bit. Matt, Scott, Barry, and Josh with us. Mike who is running around all over the place, is with us as well. And we're just enjoying some time with Parmalee. We're going to hear Roots coming up in about 10 minutes here on Froggy 99.9.